Good afternoon, it's me again. Now I'm still at Len's place now. I know you're probably bored by now, but we've got loads of tractors still to film and one thing. You know, we've got Len in the background, we've got Stuart in the background, and at the moment we've got Anthony, because he's done nothing for the rest of the day, so he might as well do something. Anyway, so we're into Len's collection now. He's going to talk about it and tell us all about his collection. And he's got some fantastic tractors. Really, I mean, you know my passion for these old girls behind me. I'd love to be the owner of one day, but we'll see. You never know, it might come off. And anyway, give the video a thumbs up if you'd be so kind. It makes the channel more visible. And don't forget, if you haven't subscribed already, we'd appreciate that too. Anyway, onwards and upwards. Thanks for coming along. Well, Len, what have we got in front of us now then?
What we've got is a 1933 Model N Fordson, sometimes called standard Fordsons.
And this is the water washer one?
This is the water washer one with the water air cleaner.
Yeah, and this is all original. You've done nothing, it's all original parts, original wheels.
It's a long story with this tractor. When I first bought it, it had been updated. The air cleaner had been updated to an oil bath.
Yeah.
I would imagine the original one had maybe frost cracked. People didn't drain the water out of them.
Yep.
So whether they couldn't get one, whatever, but it was upgraded to an oil bath air cleaner. It was on rubber wheels, so I searched high and low, got the proper steering column for it, proper water washer and wheels, and she's back now as it would have been made in Dagenham in 1933.
1933, that's going to be my next question. 4-cylinder, I can see.
4-cylinder with the Bosch magneto.
Yep. And on its original, well, not original wheels as you said, but they're on metal wheels.
They're on steels, yeah.
Steel.
12-inch wide rims, yeah.
And with the lugs, and that's, I suppose originally it was like the four-wheel drop way of tractoring, really. It gives loads of grip, wouldn't it?
Yeah, of course it would, yeah.
But I don't understand why the steel wheels on the front. Now, was that because they didn't have rubber so much in those days?
Exactly, I think you've said it. Yeah, they couldn't get rubber wheels.
Right, so it was still... Yeah. And obviously the groove that runs around the wheels, now is that to help aid steering?
You've said it in one. Yeah, exactly what it was.
Ah, right.
When they've been used a long while, they actually wear right away until they're flat.
Oh, really?
Yeah, all that rim will wear off. And actually, you see you've got the holes drilled in where they would put road bands. You could have road bands on these, so you could run
road bands? Explain the road bands.
Road bands, so you could run on the road without digging into the tarmac.
Ah, I see.
You'd have road bands on the back wheels as well.
Yeah, road bands are rubber or something like that?
No, I'll show you some road bands in a minute.
Fantastic. Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this one starts up and runs lovely, doesn't it?
Yeah.
As I say, you've promised me to come back at one day whenever all this out your shed, but this was an off-the-peg sort of video anyway. But built so well, weren't they, Len?
Built so well, yeah.
You know, I mean, the engine-wise, the engine gearbox, it's all there on a modern tractor, isn't it, really? It's the same thing on a modern tractor as the old tractor, because you have the engine, the gearbox, the diff, the wheels, isn't it?
Simple. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, as I said, this has still got its original engine in it, which is, a lot of them had reconditioned ones, of course.
Yeah.
So,
what about clutches and things like that? Was it all original, or did
you can still get clutches for them. This one's still got its original one in. Yeah, that one over there wants one in it, because it's a bit job to sometimes get it into gear when it's cold. But you can, I've never stripped one to be honest, but you can take them apart, maybe half a day, put a new clutch in.
Oh, okay. Now, I've seen blue ones, a lot taller.
Yeah.
Now, is that a different type or a different
it's what they call a E27N. It's a major, the Fordson major. It's the next one up. Engine with the same.
Did they call it High Jane or something, or?
No,
that's
a new one to me, mate. But but whatever, Robbie. Yeah.
No,
but they were Fordson major, yeah.
And how long have you owned this for, then?
Oh, this one, early 70s.
Fantastic.
So yeah, sort of 40 odd years at least.
Really? And your wife didn't mind all this? Enough said.
She doesn't know what
on that point, shall we move on to one of them over there? And we go on to your next one?
She hasn't got a clue what we got, to be perfectly honest with you.
Oh, okay.
No.
We'll move my tripod out of the way.
Right.
Get one of my helpers to
Yeah, we
move that out of the way for us. Right, now this is green. Now is this before the blues?
Sorry?
This is before blue tractor, this is green.
No, this is after blue one. This is after the blue. Yeah, no, even after the orange.
Gotcha.
This one is a 1942.
Yep.
Model N again, standard Fordson. Would have been built on rubber wheels, this one.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, the wings, are they original wings on it?
Yes, they are. Yeah, a lot of tractors.
God, you don't see
out.
that, do you, these days?
Yeah, you feel the metal in them is really, well, they're really well built.
Exactly. I've got orange wheels on this as well.
Sorry?
Orange and green wheels is like
well, someone had repainted those over in sometime in its lifetime, yeah.
And have you got the V5 for it? And
I have, yeah, I have got all that.
the V5 as well.
And of course the later, this is a 42 tractor, the one up there is a 44, and they cut the wings down to save metal.
During the war?
Time.
For the war? Mm. Oh, I see. And you're saying this was an oil bath?
This is an oil bath air cleaner, yeah.
And that's the only thing that splits it between that one and this one?
Basically, yeah. Yeah.
Four-cylinder, petrol engine, magneto again.
Magneto, I think that's got a Bosch on it as well.
That's something I don't know about, which we'll find out, but
yeah.
Again, very clean, very, I'm blown away by your collection there. And the exhaust on the top?
Sorry?
The exhaust?
Exhausted upright, yeah. The blue one, of course, I didn't mention that, is a downswept exhaust.
Oh right, would that be for sort of orchard work?
No, not really. I mean, it depends what sort of manifold was fitted, I think. Okay. I wouldn't want to ride behind one of those if I was drilling or whatever, because the drills used to have a man on the back of the drill, didn't they?
Yeah.
And of course he'd get all the fumes, wouldn't he?
Oh my God.
And when they was bindering, pulling the binder, sometimes catch fire to the stubble because the exhaust is so low. Yeah. It used to get red hot.
Blimey. I sort of see your point of view there, because my TVO, my grey Ferguson TV, has got an underslung exhaust. And if I'm playing with a player at the back of it or something, you do get a bit gassed.
You do. You do. That's right, yeah.
But no 3-point linkage on these tractors, obviously?
No, none of that. Just to pull it. This has got a PTO shaft, though, as you can see.
Oh, is it? Oh, right, yes.
And that would have been used for a binder.
Fantastic. And a little toolbox on here as well?
Little toolbox. But could you imagine the safety-wise, the driver would stand on here, if he'd got loose overalls, you've got a PTO shaft spinning around here.
Because you wouldn't have no PTO cover on it or anything like that, would you?
Probably not in them days, no.
Let me scan round. He's got players all over the place, you know, we'll get back to them another day. Yeah. But, beautiful looking engine, well made. I mean, they've dragged these out of hedgerows, didn't they, before, and got them started, haven't they?
That's right.
The old, the fuel tank's got the old Ford Motor Company on it.
It's a shame when so many of these were broken up, you know, in the 60s and perhaps later on. Perfectly good running tractors when people weren't bothered about collecting. No. They were scrapped, you know.
Well, it's just after the war, the 50s and 60s, when it, you know, people was sort of like, weren't no leisure like we got today, you know, flying off abroad or anything like that. And pennies were short, wasn't they?
That's
really?
Right. That's
that's probably why they were so cheap to buy. After all, I mean, you can still say the same thing about steam engines, can't you? And railway engines, steam railway engines. A lot of them were scrapped, wasn't they?
Yeah.
So now we're getting to the best part of your well, in my view, the best part of the collection, anyway.
Oh.
Now then. What do we have here then?
We've got a selection of field marshal tractors. You've already seen one this morning.
Yeah.
This is Series 3.
Yep, it's a bigger one, slightly bigger.
The engine runs a different way to the others because it's a 6-speed gearbox. Okay. It's the penultimate one that Marshall's built, Series 2, Series 3, sorry. And it was supplied by Kimball's, if you don't know where you could spot it on the. It's still got its original supplier's badge.
Oh really?
Kimball's of Northampton.
Let's have a.
Yeah. Actually, you can't see that, but that's. It's still got its Kimball's of Northampton. Yeah.
Fantastic. And it's got a nice seating position there. It's nice upright, isn't it?
Yes, it's a big old. You sit right high up in the air driving the things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the same as what we saw in the previous video. the mark where you line it up to a
That's
mark
right.
on the flywheel.
That's correct, yeah.
And the firing of the shotgun cartridge. Well, not a shotgun cartridge, but a shotgun cartridge
It's a
blank.
blank. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And we got a Ferguson player on the floor directly in front of it. I can recognise them because that's mine.
Ferguson player, yeah.
Anyway, enough of that.
Yeah, no,
Back to this. But this come out very often, does it?
Sorry?
Does this come out very often?
No, this hasn't been out for 3 years, I bet now.
And what sort of horsepower would this be?
They're about 40.
40. So bigger than the other, the Series 1 and 2. Oh, they're all the same engine?
They're the same engine.
Now,
I know what you're going to say.
because it's bigger,
Yeah,
a lot bigger.
yeah.
So you would think you'd have a bigger bore, bigger stroke.
No, I think they're the same. Yeah.
I mean, perhaps it's for traction more than anything else. I mean, what sort of weight would these be then?
They'd be about 3.5 tons.
So you couldn't really tow them behind a vehicle then, really?
No, I mean, I've seen people on Alpha Williams trailers behind Daihatsus and things. Whether it's strictly legal, I doubt it.
No. I mean, it's more of a road run tractor anyway, isn't it? So,
Yeah. When they was built in the late 40s and 50s, they worked locally, didn't they? They worked on the farm, they didn't need to...
yeah, no, they weren't transported around.
No.
You bought the tractor for that farm,
For
nothing
that farm,
else.
yeah.
And moving on to the next one there.
This is the first one I ever bought.
Okay,
that's the
so
first-
it holds a little bit of for you, does it?
Sorry?
Does it hold a little bit more passion for you?
Not particularly. I've spent a lot of money on... it was an Australian tractor. That's where it came from.
Did you have it shipped over? Or
No, I didn't, but the chap I bought it from did.
Okay.
It was worn badly. There was a lot of dust and sand and stuff in the cylinder and in the crankcase.
Yeah.
They're a dry crankcase. Obviously, there's no oil in the crankcase.
So they're drip fed?
Yes, they are. Pumped, yeah. That was the first one I ever bought.
Okay, let's have a quick walk round it, as we say.
Yeah.
And those was put on thrashing units, wasn't they? They drove out a bit like the old tractor of Stewart's. These were drove out in the field as well.
Yeah.
And drove the thrasher unit back in the day, wasn't
That's
it?
right. Yeah, they were a good threshing tractor. Not so good land work tractor, but you couldn't beat them for threshing, for belt work.
Ah, okay,
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Let's have a quick walk. I mean,
Again, it's a 1948. That one.
you don't see them in good condition like this, and you've kept you've done a real good job. Can I just say that?
Dusty, they want cleaning, but that's...
Yeah, but that's just the way it is, the nature of the beast. With your collection, then you're never going to get round to everything, are you?
You're right.
You know, me with one or two tractors, maybe, but you with your 20 tractors, you're not going to get round to
Too many.
and your stationary engines.
Yeah.
Right, and we've got something special here behind us now.
This is a 1948 Series 2 contractor. This, would you believe, has been in the village all its life.
Come from this village?
Yes. Yeah, the farmer, I bought it off the grandson of the farmer who bought it new.
Yep.
And he used it for his threshing business and his contracting business.
Right.
And I was surprised that his grandson wanted to sell it, but he was perhaps short of folding stuff one day.
Yeah.
And he asked if I was interested, and I thought, well,
why not?
being it's a local tractor, I couldn't refuse it.
You can't.
I had to have
The
it.
history's there, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
Better to be than sold off somewhere.
Oh, it would have been gone, especially being in the village. It's only a very small village we are.
Yeah.
And to have something that was here from 1948, so I thought,
Yeah,
I've got to have it.
Now the winch on it. Now, would that be for pulling trees and orchard work or something?
that would be for pulling the threshing drums, especially.
Oh right.
When
So explain that to me then.
When it was at work, I mean, the threshing took
Sorry,
place.
can you come here because the sun
Threshing
lights a
took
bit.
place mainly in the winter.
Yeah.
Obviously. So you can imagine rickyards were full of mud and whatever.
Yep.
And you couldn't always get the threshing drum next to the ricks quite easily. So you would set your tractor and winch the drum to the rick.
Oh, okay.
That's what this is, an anchor. Obviously the anchor
Yep.
drops down, and so the tractor's got a bit more pull.
Yeah, obviously, else you'd just pull the tractor.
Just pull the tractor back rather than...
That'd be silly, wouldn't
That's
it?
obvious. So,
Yeah. So you did say the horsepower of all these tractors, they're all
40.
40 horsepower. This looks the smaller one of the bunch. Now, from this angle, perhaps it's just me, but it just looks the smaller one of the bunch.
It's very deceiving. Very deceiving, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. But believe you me, they are the same.
Right, all nice boots and everything else. And they all start and run nicely.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
Fantastic. Before I start drooling anymore, let's move on then. We've got a modern tractor behind us. That's another one of you do contracting.
Oh, yes, mowing and hedge cutting and stuff. This one I bought from Cambridge Machinery Sales many years ago.
Oh, really?
It's the Ford 5610 Series 3. It's only got 4,000 odd hours on it.
My God.
It's got a loader.
4-loader on the front of it.
Yeah. Not used very often now, to be honest with you, but
even the roof is, you know, it's like it was new last year sort of thing.
Those cabs were good ones, yeah.
Yeah.
They suffered a bit of rust around the bottom of the windscreen and some of the doors.
Yeah, well, they weren't left in a barn, was they? They was left outside more than anything.
You've said it.
More than anything else.
Yeah.
Let's have a squirt round. I know it's not vintage, guys, but let's have a. While we're here, we might as well have a look at it. Can I open the door then, Lee?
I think it's locked up actually, but I'll
It
get the key for you.
Oh, look at the cleanliness of that engine though, Len. You've kept it
It's a 4-cylinder turbocharged.
turbocharged.
Yeah.
So that must have been quite new in the day then, because pre this they was all normally aspirated, wasn't it?
Normally aspirated, yeah. I mean, I don't think it wasn't turboed from new. Well, it's
Yeah, I think it's got a factory fitted one on, isn't it?
yeah. So whether they deemed it wanted a bit more horsepower,
Yeah.
I don't know, but yeah.
It
it's
fits
all right.
nice. And this 4-loader on the front, would that be the same era? Or would
Yes.
that's the same era as the
Yeah.
tractor?
Yeah.
My God, that would do some work, wouldn't it?
Oh, yes, it's good. Yes, it would. Yes, it's a lovely old bit of kit, really.
Oh God, yes. It's something you never want to sell because, you know,
That's right.
you're never going to see one like this again.
No.
And it's not computer driven, is it?
Well, these modern tracks, like my case around there, it's so many bloody electronic things to go wrong.
Yeah.
This is bog standard.
Yeah, and you got valves on the front, flow and return valves on the front of
Yeah,
it.
you've got various
On the back, I should say.
spools
Spool
and things.
valves, yeah.
Yeah.
It's obviously a 1,000 and a 540
It has,
PTO.
you've got it, yeah.
And and you got a track trailer,
Trailer,
bits
yeah.
and pieces, yeah. Oh,
I
fantastic.
think Anthony's done block you can jump in
Oh,
if
see?
you want.
If I can get round there.
Yeah.
Perhaps Anthony will poke it in the door for me. Just have a quick look round.
Give me this side, Robin. Keep getting this side. If you want.
No.
Oh, you can do it. Right. Good poke. Yeah. Well, like all sheds, sheds are everything.
If you ever do consider it near future,
Would you be interested in old Martin?
I'll get around a wife first.
I don't.
Suddenly turn around and say, "Darling, I'm spending 40 grand on the practice." Cheers, Anthony.
That last bit's all over the place.
That's all right. Now, we're back onto the older versions, the vintage classic. No, this is classic, isn't it? This is
classic, yeah,
not
1969.
vintage. So it's an industrial tractor used in the warehouse and that sort of thing, not on a farm. And
No, this is Northampton Borough Council.
oh,
I
right.
bought this tractor new,
Yeah.
and it's a industrial version of a 135.
Yeah.
It's called a 2135.
2135.
This is, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you still got the 3-point linkage on the back of the PTO though.
Yeah.
No, I thought industrial
Yeah.
engines didn't have all that on there.
Oh, I didn't know about that, to be honest.
Yeah, I've only seen the Fordsons that are industrials. They don't have the
No,
3-point
no, they
linkage,
oh, right. Yes, I know what you mean.
and they just have a towing vehicle.
Yeah.
For traders, they have, especially what used in the docks. They used to have 3 or 4 traders running
Yes, they
behind
did.
them, and
That's
these
right.
old girls would definitely move and start. This
Yeah.
start up, does it, Len?
Yeah.
So can we have a little
We
buzz
can
on that? Nice new boots on it as well.
Being an industrial as well, it's got a speedometer.
Ah, not an hour.
It's got an hour one as well, yeah, but you got the speedometer as well.
No, it's got she's got 8,000 hours on her.
Really? Let's see if it's. Oh, anyone think we'd put that up for you, wouldn't it? Not even starting it at all. Can you just drive it forward and back then for me?
the Perkins engines were the best.
That was. And quiet, very quiet, that's it. Cheers, Lee. Let's switch it off now for me. As I say, that's another. I mean, I've got many tractors I'd like to get hold of. Obviously, a 135 is another thing, but a Field Marshal would be not the one I really want to go for. But that's a fantastic looking tractor. Well done for keeping it.
Yeah, well.
And while we're over, we've got implements over here, haven't we? This is Stuart's collection.
No, mine.
Anthony,
Yeah.
you're doing saintly.
Yeah.
All right. So we got a set of discs here.
Yeah, Massey Ferguson, I think a 28 model of them, 28, about 8 foot cut on them.
Really?
Yeah.
And some ploughs.
Yeah, Bamford Vernlands, 3 furrow conventional plough.
3 furrow.
Yeah, that's a Conskildy Triple K springtime cultivator at the back there.
Right, and you've got some wheels and lugs.
Yeah, just spares, lugs and...
Well, I don't know, you might, because people want lugs, don't they? I mean, because not all old iron wheels were turned into rollers, field rollers, was they?
No.
Let's have a look. It's the spares department, is it?
Yeah, or the scrap heap, whatever you want to call it.
Fantastic. Right, before I draw more.
Ransom's just 9-leg cultivator.
And the wheels, are these plough wheels? Are they coming for
I think
plough?
they're old Ransom's Motrack plough wheels, yeah.
Fantastic. Right, let's get round to these other tractors before we make this video 2 hours long. Right, into the inner sanctum, another tractor. Oh my God! Oh, we've got 2 tractors in here.
Yeah.
A 135 looking sparkling new, as if it had come out of the workshop that day. And whose is this one?
That's mine.
That's the.
That's mine.
Of course it's
That'd have to be mine.
There's no one else here, really.
Yeah.
Only got more stationary engines. Did you show me them? You didn't show me them.
you've been in it. Yeah, you've had a quick look in here.
Did we?
Yeah, we did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we did.
I trust you to say that. Oh, Len. It's beautiful, isn't it? And the handles. I'm glad to see you've got the handles.
Handles, yeah.
Because a lot of these have lost their handles, haven't they?
That's right.
How many hours on this one then?
Is it 3,000? It's something like, really. I can't see any glasses. About 4,000, I think.
Right, we'll scoot past the lovely stationary engines. Where these engines are involved. Oh, you didn't tell me that was covered in grease though, did you? Thanks for that.
Hang on, that's
And another green Fordson.
yeah, that was the first Fordson I ever bought for £30.
My God.
That one, yeah.
And that's got an oil or water bath on it.
Sorry?
Is that oil or water bath?
That's oil.
That's oil again.
You see how the wings are narrow on that one?
Oh, yes. Yes.
It's a wartime tractor, that one.
Saving the metal for the war aid.
Exactly. Yeah.
See the canvas hood?
That was a blind.
Blind,
That's
yes.
so the engine got hotter quicker.
Oh, warmed up quicker, yes.
Turn on to paraffin. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fantastic. What a lovely collection. Right, as you've seen these ones before.
Right, yeah.
I've got to try and get out of here.
Decapitate yourself.
Yeah. Oh,
Are you right?
yeah. Oh, it's jacked up as well.
Yeah, I jack them off. I find that if, especially the front wheels, they get flats on them if you leave them for a long while.
That makes a lot of sense.
When you
yes.
go along the road, they go bump, bump, bump until you've been 2 or 3 miles and they come out.
Oh, that's a good tip then.
Yeah.
I like this style.
Yeah.
So do you do much tractor runs then?
Yeah, we do. Yeah, well,
All 3 of you, I suppose, do you?
Yeah, we like the tractor runs. We raise a lot of money for the charities.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, that's what we do.
That's fantastic.
Well,
isn't
we
it?
do. We have fun as well, of course, but
Front wheels off the floor as well.
yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Right, any more?
No.
No, you'll be pleased to hear. You'll be pleased to hear until we go down home. Let's go and have a cuppa.
Yes.
And if you've got
Cup of
time,
tea
we'll go to
sounds
Lambert's.
fantastic. Okay, then, well, I think I'll end the video there. Thanks for that, for coming along. It's been a long time on this one, but it's got a fantastic collection. And we're only scratching the surface of it. I do appreciate you coming along and watching my videos. Like I said before, if you could possibly like the video, do Len a favour. Like the video, and if you haven't done already, subscribe to the channel. I would appreciate that then. Okay then, and obviously share the video on all your forums, all your Facebook pages and that sort of thing. From me, thanks a lot for coming along.